from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm standing outside Stamford Bridge after a 3-2 win against Leeds in the FA Cup. I've got Jacob and Fathur over here. Fathur, I'll start with you, mate. Talk to me about what you've seen.
Good. I just want to read some quotes actually from Pochettino. Apparently,
Why do you always read a quote, Fathur?
I like being.
You need to come up with your own quotes. You can't just rely on Poch.
Relax a second. I would like to say what he says for because this one.
English class tomorrow, mate.
Relax yourself. Apparently he said that. Give me a sec. In the last 4 weeks we've done a fantastic job. Is he on crack? Is he on crack? Oh my life! You know what? This is actually lovable. You know, his quotes every day getting worse than every day. You know, but you know what? In terms of performance-wise, I'm not happy. I'm still not happy because some of the decisions as well from today were very dodgy. I thought the first time we were that bad as well because we gave away the goal to the Sassy and Gusto. They were really ropey today. I can't lie with you. The Sassy at City away, I call him Baby Desai. This one, he's a Bullaroo's now. He was bad today. Gusto as well. What are they doing that right hand side? This is where that right hand side for me, that is the one that still the weakness for us. Look at the second goal.
You think our right hand side is our weak side in defence?
In fairness, yes. In some way, yeah. Look at the right hand side. 2 goals today come from the right hand side. Gusto and the Sassy. What happened to them today? They were poor. Absolutely poor. You can say that Gusto is a baby Ivanovic or the Sassy. Apparently,
nobody says that.
On my life, Alex. On my life. If you in my world right now, because I always open Twitter nearly 24/7. Yeah. If you're in my world right now, you would have seen the opinions some of the fans had. I saw the Sassy compared to John Terry. I saw. I call him Baby Desai, by the way. I call him Baby Desai. I saw someone compare him to Carvalho. It was, bruv, our fan base full of robots, man. This is why I can't stand them sometimes, you know. This is why we got shit players on the pitch because some of the fan base overhyped them so much, including myself. But it's what it is, man. But I'm not happy still.
I mean, do you feel the same or differently, Jacob? Because I don't know what to take from what Fathur just said.
Yeah, mate. These players, be happy with a win all you want. I was in one step beyond after we had a terrible performance against Leeds. Listen, we beat Leeds in the FA Cup game, yeah? Congratulations. I think Father's right, we're just overhyping these players too much and we need to have some standard, like Poch saying we've had good 4 weeks. Right, we've had a couple of alright results, but like where's the standard? We should be beating this team by more than 1 goal, like it is like we've got. I think there's a few players in our squad. Like the Sassy on their day can be a very good player, but if you can't perform every week, then I'm sorry, but you should be. But I don't want to hang around.
But I mean that's part of the process. It sounds annoying, Jacob, but isn't the process about ups and downs? And also, I would say Disassi is one of the players who has developed more since he's been at Chelsea.
Yeah, but you still can't be inconsistent. Like I've had enough of the same process. We've just gone down as a club, and we brought in half these young players who have done absolutely nothing. Before we call this a process, let's actually say what do we want to our outcome out of this? Where are we looking at the game? And plus, a process shouldn't be going down to like 10th, 12th place where we were last season, and it shouldn't be where we are now at 10th. Like a rebuild or process, right? We don't get Champions League football. We get Europa League, fine. But I've seen these players play so bad, and before Mudryk was not great today either. Yes, he scored a goal, but Gallagher at one point looked like he was on the wing, like this. Like the Sassy and Cole looked like there was up front at one point when it was a corner. No one was back. Took him ages to run back to the back line. It's shocking.
So I'll just go back to Madrid. You don't think he had a good game, even with the goal?
Every player can score a goal, but at the end of the day, he didn't have a good game.
I do disagree in some parts because I thought Mudryk when he played as a 10, I thought he looked great. I thought he looked decent, but when you put him on the wing, it goes back to the old Mudryk again. and that is where I do understand with the options that we got at the moment, and who is our inspiration on the bench? No one. All of them are academy players. That's why I feel like I'm not fully blaming on Poch today solely, but I can fully blame on Poch regarding the starting lineup. If you're gonna play out from the back here, you do not start Sanchez. He's a statue. He's a Spain. You know, have you seen that Spain, the Egyptian movie? He's like that. He's crap. I'm sorry, he's crap. He's not the. Apparently, I would blame this from the directors as well for signing Sanchez. For what?
How long's his contract?
5 or 6 years, maybe.
There you go.
That's the problem as well. That is where I feel that we have to criticize the directors as well for getting these players in. What's the point of? I would start Petrovic. Why don't Petrovic start on today? What did he do on Sunday?
Well, I think because it was a cup competition, you play your second keeper. That tends to be the normality in a lot of these competitions.
We play 120 minutes, Alex. Come on. Enzo Fernandez play 120 minutes on Sunday. You play now.
I don't think he was resting Petrovic. I just think he was giving Sanchez a chance to play.
I just think that's a bad decision for me. I think it's a bad decision. I would keep Petrovic as well, because I think since Petrovic come in, I feel like he's the best out of both of them too, in terms of the goalkeeping wise. But yeah, like you said, Alex, what Jacob said, you want to trust the process and you want to play that toxic positivity card. Where are we right now? You know what? I would tell you this before the game.
Why are you talking about toxic positivity? We just won.
You are toxic positivity.
No, I'm just positive. It's not toxic.
It is. Alex. If Everton do not have their point deduction, we would have been 12th.
What the hell has that got? Right. Well, guys, if you think I'm too toxic, you let me know in the comments. If you think Father's right, let me know.
I think that obviously Alex is you're quite a positive fan, and I think and I respect that, but I also think you have got to look at the manager, and I think you got to single some of these players up, because some of these players make themselves. It's just embarrassing, really.
Which ones? I mean, what's his name? Mudryk. You've obviously pointed him out.
Yeah, this sassy making mistakes. Like, for some people, right, you go to work, support your football club, that's like, I've got to go back to school in the morning, hearing all these bad players. Luckily, we got a result today, but if we didn't win today...
There goes our chance for European football.
Yeah. It's just bad, isn't it? Like we didn't even get Conference League last year. Are we going to get Conference League this year? Well, probably not.
Let me ask you this: if we were to get Conference League, would you class that as a successful season?
No. The second season we should be looking at Champions League, maybe Europa League, but no, it's not a successful season. No, it's not. I've got standards for my club, and they're not getting close to them. I'm not happy getting like 10th or 12th wherever we were. Same thing, but wherever we were, then we get Conference League the next year. Okay, the season after we don't get. If we're gonna progress slowly like that, we'll be looking at Europa League. We should be looking at Champions League. Come on. We spent all the money, and before we say, it's on all these young players. Right, fair enough, but we still bought half competent players, and if they're not competent, then
but is half competent good enough for Champions League football straight away, Jacob? Because
just go out the door. Like, I don't want someone that's like that isn't half competent. Just leave.
Well,
like
that's what we have. That's what you're basically saying.
Why are these directors who just haven't got an actual clue what they're doing? Why are these bringing these players in? Let's just look at it this way. The directors at this club aren't good enough. The manager isn't. The coaches, no one in this football club that's, apart from some of the stewards, are literally capable of doing anything. This isn't.
You have to look at the structure as well. And Jacob's right into some certain points that you have to look at the decision that they made so far. 7 months from the August, and I've seen some of the stuff that came out this week that apparently there's going to be a busy transfer window as well this summer. Have you seen the news about Sterling going to leave? 750k a week he got offered from Al Hilal.
Yeah, but that's been turned down already. Apparently, they've said that he's not interested.
Really? He's turned down.
Well, I mean, they said they haven't even entered negotiations.
At
That's
the
what they've
moment,
said.
I think what I've seen so far, I just think that that's the first phase of that. I think that's going to happen, but I just think that this is the first step. That I think he will leave this summer, but it just depends that how much wages that he would want to take. And if I was Sterling right now, if you look at the atmosphere at the moment, if you had that kind of dignity, you might as well take that offer.
Or you could have pride and try and fight for your place. And I'm not saying I want Sterling to say. You know what I think about Sterling. But if you are a big time player, you would want to prove the fans wrong.
You would want to prove the fans wrong, and this is why from the beginning as well. When Sterling signed for Chelsea, he said, "I would want to come here to London just to not only doing some bits of spending time with my family. I want to come here to Chelsea." To prove that I am a Premier League player, I can play at Chelsea in the higher level, and at the moment he hasn't been delivering that kind of performance. It's been par the last couple of weeks. It's been below par against Liverpool. It's been dog shit in this game. And when we got Brentford on Saturday, and Poch's going to start him regardless because he's on that massive high wages, and you want to keep that player happy. Again, he just needs to turn up week in, week out. Otherwise, we're going to have this kind of toxicity from the fan. I've seen him getting boofed off today for arguably his worst performance against Leeds. By the way, this Leeds team, they miss Somerville, they miss Bamford, and some of the key players as well. So there's a reason why they're in I think they're second in the Championship. So they're gonna go back to the Premier League regardless. And at the moment, we're just scamming our way to Wembley.
Like when you talk about the finances, I've heard if we get into like Europe, that these owners are going to reject Europe because we've only got like 5 mil for
Reject Europe?
Yeah, for FPL, for FFP.
How does that even work? How do you reject Europe?
No, FFP because we'll have 5 million to spend because of the FFP regulations.
Oh, they won't reject Europe,
No,
Jacob. Honestly, they wouldn't do that.
Well, I've heard. I don't know if it's true. But like, if we got 5 mil. Like, who are we going to get? Like, if we get you, we got 5 mil. Who are we going to buy? Lyle Taylor. This is genuinely just shocking. We've spent so much money. If we get Europe, we're only going to have 5 million to buy a striker. We spent 800 million and the rest, and we still don't have a decent striker. We've got Nicholas Jackson, who I think we've seen is probably a better inside forward, inverted winger. Like, even if we do get Europe, we're still stuck in a hole. How are we going to get out of it? I don't trust these owners to get out of a hole that they've put us in the first place. This is shocking. I'm so sick of watching Chelsea just like. I know it's a win, but it's a win that I'm not happy with.